Hi Gemini, welcome to your monthly oracle reading. Now I did do something different this time around. This is a career and life purpose reading that it's not only for September, but it's September all throughout the year. So 2006 to 2017. So you can reflect on this in between the year as well, moving forward into next September. So these are some of the themes that will occur for a lot of you in your career and life purpose. And I drew and meditated on 6 different cards that popped out for you. So there are a lot of you out there. This could apply to a few of you, but you might find within each card there's something for you, okay? So this is something interesting. And again, feel free to comment. And if there's a certain job or career or any life purpose that pops up in your mind that you think will help other people that I didn't mention, make sure you comment about that. So whatever inspiration that came out for you in the card. Career and life purpose, it's, some people get confused with it, but your career and then your life purpose could be totally different, okay? So your life purpose, perhaps you're a great psychologist in your nature, and you help your friends and your family, and you're not getting paid for this, but that's part of your life purpose, is to help those that you love around you, okay? And maybe you work as a salesperson for a living, selling things. So your job or career and life purpose could be totally different. So Spirit has something that's has intended for you, and you're already living, but you're not aware of. So don't judge yourself too much that maybe you're in the wrong job or career, because you're probably living towards your life purpose and you're not even aware of it, okay? So most people, if you could combine both together, this is great, all right? That's like a big bonus, because you've combined your values, your interests, your abilities all in one, okay? So if you've already accomplished that, congratulations. But again, it's not the end of the world. You're still living on purpose. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're going along with what you feel is best at the time. I do feel a lot of you are going through you're at a major crossroad in your life. You're at a career change, but there is a lot of fear and insecurity I'm picking up from a lot of you. You're wondering, this job that has paid the bills for you, that's given you the financial stability you need, it's not really doing anything for you emotionally. It's not giving you meaning. So you're a little bit worried of taking that leap. Okay, so that's something I'm picking up for a lot of you. But for the most part, you are thinking about a career change, something that brings you more joy and abundance in your life. You could be changing companies. You could be going to a higher position for the fall or overall throughout the year. But overall, you are being supported as you go along. Your guides are helping you ease into your new path. If you're going through a major career change, like you're totally switching paths, not just companies or whatever, you're changing different fields. Okay, so maybe you're in sales, you want to teach, or you want to do computer programming, totally different thing. So you're being supported. If you'd like to go to school or anything like that, you have the strength and the ability and the resources at hand to move forward. A lot of you have been growing a lot, and everything you've experienced in your life, it's made you strong and courageous. I do see a lot of you have built a lot of stamina, like you've been through a lot of challenges. And not only in career, it's like the people you work with, it's your relationships, your romantic ones. I feel all of them have, if you go back and connect the dots, they've brought you to where you are today and have influenced your life path and your career and where you want to dive into next, okay? Because of all these fears and anxieties that I'm picking up from, I do feel writing, if you're not doing it as a career, and writing could be a big part of your life purpose or career. For example, you could think of maybe writing a book and listen to the inspiration that you have around you. So you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write, okay? And you are a sign of communication. You're ruled by the planet Mercury. So this is all communication. Writing is a form of communication. So perhaps you're being you're guided to write that book, to start writing articles, maybe open up a blog. So maybe social media is something that's calling out to you. Maybe even writing a screenplay, maybe a comedy skit. So entertainment comes from the words that you write down, okay? Writing could also be a form of your own meditation where you need to break down your thoughts and just because there's so much, I feel that's scattered right now in your mind. I feel that you do need to get it out on another source, okay? And I feel for you, writing will help you. So if it's taking, an hour a day to write, that would do you wonders. You'll see the inspirations and ideas that come to you. But also writing, it'll help you see certain themes in your writing, and you could actually catch negative thinking in your writing, and then you'll look at it and say, oh wow, I do complain a lot, or I'm really negative about myself, and that's something I need to change. Or maybe there's certain patterns you'll see in the writing, like hints that for your career, like creativity or travel, and you see those words as a certain theme. So perhaps that's somewhere that your guides, they're leading you towards, and that's something you need to listen to. Okay, so perhaps some of you are connecting in that area, but I do feel writing is something, it's a nice way to release your fears and your insecurities, and you'll find the right guidance at that time to move forward in a more positive direction towards your desires and your dreams, okay? So if you are thinking perhaps of writing a book or an article, or maybe a magazine, maybe you want your own business and you want to create a magazine, your guides will help you find a publishing practice. Once you take time, devote your time each day to make it happen. So don't worry about the outcome, how you're going to publish it. If you haven't written it yet, you can't get to that level, okay? So make sure you take things step by step. Don't go too far ahead yet, okay? And that's whatever it is that you want to do in your life. Not only if you want to become a writer and publish something, but make sure you take on what you can in that moment. So finish the project first and then see, okay, is this marketable? Is this a great, maybe I could find a publisher now, or maybe I could find someone that will, advertise it, or I could collaborate with. But focus on what you can do. Control what you can at this moment, okay? And I feel for a lot of you, you needed to hear this because that's something that you've been going around and around with. So I think you have a fear of too much of the future and not what you can control right now in your life, okay? For a lot of you wanting to make that career change, so you don't have to leave that job that gives you security, but take that time to take an hour a day, from your free time to work towards your dream or your project that you wish. Or, enroll part-time in a class, or maybe you could volunteer to develop your skills once a week in that career path. So you do have a lot of possibilities out there. It takes discipline, and that's where the practice card comes in. As you can see underneath the writing card, polish your skills by practicing regularly, okay? Things that have, make wonders in the world, that have had great rewards, they've required a lot of practice and discipline. You can't just snap your fingers and then it's created like overnight. Well, I mean, you could, depends how hard you work. Maybe you could create something overnight. A lot of ideas have developed, overnight, just looking at your ceiling. So yeah, maybe you need to brainstorm. But there is time that needs to be devoted to this, okay? So you need to devote your time each day and let go of any, stress and indecision. Don't focus too much on that. Like I mentioned, walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So I think you've been putting too much stress towards maybe finding the perfect career. It's too much stress. So that just manifests more stress out there and more negativity, and it's not helping you. So make sure you release your fears and give them to your guides in the universe and say, okay, I ask for you to help me solve this situation, and you'll see step by step along the way, you will come closer to things that, opportunities and things that you're interested in. So it's not like you need to solve it right now. It's just go with your gut and follow your inner compass wherever it is it's leading you along the way. Okay, so you'll connect the dots as you go along. You'll never find the answer in one. It's all about the journey, okay? I'm sure you've heard that quote, not the destination. So you'll pick up the dots along the way and you're going to connect them. But overall, take the time to go after what you want. It's not too late. I do feel a lot of you are thinking, maybe I'm too old, it's too late. It's never too late for lifelong learning, especially. And that's where the strength card comes in, is you do have the strength, you do have the resilience you've built. You are courageous to go after what it is that you want to go after. So if you want to start that project, if you want to go back to school, if you want to launch your business, now is a good time. This year will be really great for you for that. And I do see a lot of you are like, I've had enough, and you kind of quit really like suddenly from your work because you've had it and it's not really connected to you anymore. You don't find meaning in it. So I do see a lot of you going out there with your sword and you kind of make that sudden decision. Okay, just be careful. You don't try to leave your bridges clean and open. Okay, so try not to leave, like if you say, I've had it, and you leave in the middle of like an office meeting. So like I could see some of you doing that too. But you go after what it is you want. So maybe it takes that for you to realize that you need to be headed in another direction. Okay. So, and I do see an animal in the let go picture. So maybe, an animal in your life, or you're thinking of bringing an animal in your household or working with animals. That's something that's a part of your life purpose, you giving love to an animal, or an animal is used for your healing and opening your own heart, okay? Because animals do have a lot of healing properties. So healing benefits, not properties. It's not a gemstone. So healing benefits. But overall, go after what you want, release your fears, because I do feel a lot of you are being held back by that. And your ego, the bigger your life purpose, the bigger your ego will be. So it's your ego that it's whispering fears and insecurities, and it's delaying your progress, okay? So you need to practice regularly, and that's what's blocking you by doing that. It's that discipline is being delayed because of those ego-based fears that are coming in and are whispering and saying, oh, you're not going to make it into publishing, or you're never going to be appreciated for your talents. Like, these are all fears. This is all the ego creating these fears. And maybe it's a person that you've grown up with in your life that's been feeding you all this, and it's not true, okay? So you do have the ability to do more than you think, than you realize. All right, so take that time each day, and you have the support card, which is great because everything is happening in divine timing in your life. And your life purpose is fully supporting you, okay? You will find messages and opportunities coming your way, and just little hints and universal signs that will give you confirmation to move forward with your desired plan. So you are universally supported, okay? So I hope you all have a great year. Like I mentioned before, feel free to write in the comments any jobs or careers that you feel you got out of this reading that I didn't mention. Put it in the comment section. And if you'd like a personal reading, I do have my Etsy link at the bottom in the underneath in the About Me section. So feel free to click on that and go into my Etsy shop, and I could do a personal reading for you. And it's great. It's one of my favorite readings because I have specialized in career counseling. So I do mix some numerology and astrology in that, which you will really benefit from specifically for you. Okay. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in October. Bye-bye.